So before this video begins, I do have a little announcement that I've been meaning to talk about for a little while now, actually. So I was planning to make this announcement in a separate video, but I figure I'd do it here as an intro just to save everyone some time and save everyone a video to watch. So I'm going to try to get through this announcement quick before jumping into this topic. So I was planning to work on my custom Wargroove campaign for a while, but I've just been falling behind schedule on this. As you folks can tell from the gameplay that I showed in the past, I've been working on a custom campaign, and I tried to transfer my save file from the PS4 over to the PS5, and I was running into technical issues. And the technical issues got really bad to the point where my save file for Wargroove got deleted, so all my campaign stuff got deleted, which actually pissed me off, so I'm really behind schedule here. And as a matter of fact, I remember running into a similar issue with Monster Hunter Rise when I tried to get review footage for that game. So yeah, I'm just having a bit of unfortunate luck lately, so I hope you folks don't mind if I showcase some Wargroove gameplay on the channel for a little while, at least until I can get the demo available for my custom Wargroove campaign. So I hope you folks don't mind if I showcase some Wargroove gameplay on the channel for a little while. So with that being said, let's get on with the topic of today's video. So I didn't think I would be this active when it comes to uploading videos, especially when with the entire crisis unfolding with the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. I think this is actually my third consecutive video right now talking about this topic, as a matter of fact, because it's just gotten so bad and it's just seriously gotten this out of control, and everyone on the internet is pretty much absolutely enraged over Aspire for this, and rightfully so. And as a matter of fact, things have gotten so bad, this game has been just getting absolutely review bombed over on Metacritic, and rightfully so. So if we take a look over here on the Metascore, which is people who reviewed the game, they've given this a 83 on Metacritic, which is supposed to be a high score, but I feel like this was a paid review score, but I'll talk about that in a few minutes. And then if we look at the user score, it's sitting at a 3.7. That is genuinely unfavorable. Now keep this in mind, this game had an 83 on Metacritic, which in my opinion, this seems a little bit suspicious if you ask me, because a game like this that has an 83, this kind of tells you, like, either these people were paid to review the game, or these are just people who, like, almost never played these games, and they're just reviewing the game for the sake of reviewing it. But something tells me that these people were paid to get these reviews, which I don't know what it is, but it just seems like game companies paying reviewers just to get good scores. I think that's just bribery, in my opinion. And I just hate bribery sometimes. But besides from that, the user score is of 3.7, but believe it or not, but the user score was actually much lower, at least by the time of the recording of this video. The user score was sitting, and I took a picture of this on my phone, it was sitting at a 3.4 yesterday. A 3.4 user score rating for this game. And this was yesterday when I last checked. As a matter of fact, this game has gotten so bad, our good friends over on Steam were even review bombing this game to oblivion. It's seriously gotten that terrible. If we look over on Steam for this game, we can see that this is sitting at an overwhelmingly negative state with only 19% positive reviews. 19%. And this game is sitting at an overwhelmingly negative state. And it has only been 3 days. 3 days, and this game has been just completely review bombed to oblivion. It's been made very clear that if you try to bring back the classic titles and somehow find a way to screw it up, you're going to not only be heavily criticized for it, but you're going to be shunned in the entire game industry for it, and people are going to be putting you on their list of companies to avoid going forward when it comes to playing video games because of the reputation that you garnered over releasing a bad game. Because now, the next time a Star Wars games get released, wow, I fumbled my words there. The next time a Star Wars game gets released, people are going to be wondering, yeah, but do you remember what happened with the classic collection for Star Wars Battlefront? And then people are going to be second guessing themselves, and they're just going to be avoiding the next Star Wars game going forward. Hell, I wouldn't blame them if they boycotted the entire Star Wars franchise in general, because a lot of people have been saying that the Star Wars franchise is apparently cursed with the last few game releases that have been just going on. And funny enough, but the Star Wars franchise is actually on the same boat as the Advanced Wars franchise, because when it comes to Advanced Wars, that game has been cursed from the start, because every single time an Advanced Wars game tries to release, it always gets delayed and it kills interest when it comes to releasing on time, whether it be due to world events or development issues. And now we got the entire Star Wars franchise pretty much on this cursed list too. Because I think this is like the third strikeout for this game. I mean, the first Battlefront on like the PS4 and Xbox One wasn't really that well received. And then the second Battlefront game on the PS4 and Xbox One, that didn't get very well received either. And now we have the Classic Collection that has not been well received at all. So that's three strikes for the Battlefront franchise. And unfortunately, three strikes and you're out. I hate to break it to you, but that's three strikes for the Star Wars Battlefront franchise. And if you think that Aspire is going to actually try to fix this game, and you're going to try to give them some form of hope that they're going to fix the issues here, I don't think that's going to happen, because given my knowledge with modern gaming, you think that a company like this is going to actually deliver a product and actually try to fix it? You think that they're actually gonna fix everyone's childhood franchise's favorite video game? You think that they're gonna actually go out of their way and just try to fix the problems with the Classic Collection? No, of course not. They don't care about our favorite childhood franchises. They don't care about you. They don't care about what you think about the game. They only care about your money. That's all these corporate companies care about. And I said this in my last video, but if this is seriously the new game industry trend, where corporate companies are going to take our favorite childhood games and then they just release it in a completely broken state, then nobody's gonna be happy with it, and people are gonna question the next classic game that comes out and everything. And because of Aspire's massive fuck up with Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2, now everybody is on thin ice, and the next classic game that gets released, whatever that is, whether it be Sly Cooper or Jack and Dexter or whatever, people are just going to instantly not buy it, and they're going to instantly criticize it and probably tell everyone to avoid this game and warn everyone that you all remember what happened with our last favorite childhood game. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna warn everybody to stay away from this. And if this is seriously the direction that we're gonna go forward in, then I would rather have no remasters, no remakes, or no re-releases. I would rather go back to the original titles on my PS2 or PS3 or Xbox 360 or my Xbox One. I would rather play on those consoles than play the re-released versions. So, once again, we have modern gaming to thank for that. So, congratulations, Aspire. You not only have destroyed everyone's childhood franchise, but you have give yourself a notorious reputation on the internet. And before I end off this video, if you want to know my honest opinion on this game, I think they could have done much better, and they clearly could have done much better, but they just don't care to. If you think that they're going to fix the issues with this game, they're not going to. They're just going to take everyone's money and they're just going to remain completely radio silent on this. And they're going to just do the cut and run strategy when it comes to this kind of problem. They're just going to take everybody's money, they're going to cut their losses, and they're just going to make the run for it on the next exit. They're not going to fix this game. They're just going to remain radio silent on this. So, with that being said, thank you everyone for watching and for listening. And until next time, I'm watching the Star Wars franchise completely collapse. And I'll see you all later.